Hi, well, it's Friday again, Friday the 18th of October, nearly Halloween, can't believe it. And we're here to look at the daily astrology. We have life after a supermoon. Yes, we do. So I'm just going to share the chart just a second. There we go. There we go. Right, two things have happened. Well, lots have happened, but the two things we're going to talk about anyway. Moon has moved from Aries, where it was in opposition to the Sun in Libra, and it's moved into Taurus. Fantastic. So, as Taurus is a sign that is known for its luxuriant, appreciative, physical appreciation of the material things. Now, that's great if you want to just sort of slow down and relax. You've got a nice um, laid back moon. Taurus is very much aware of the senses, so it's all sensual. So it's about the taste and the touch and the feel of things. So anyway, the first earth sign. And so very stubborn. Oh my goodness, very, very stubborn and a little self-centered. Now, just remember, I'm talking about the sign of Taurus, not all you Taurus sun signs. I'm not saying you're self-centered, but you might be. I'm saying that the sign of Taurus is centered to the pleasure of the self, the world of one. Okay, now we're going to talk also about Venus over here, the ruler of Taurus, because Venus has changed signs and is now in Sagittarius. This is a big leap actually from Scorpio to Sagittarius. You're going from a very deep, silent, dark, if you like, dark meaning invisible, covered, brooding, emotionally laden energy into Sagittarius, which is the last fire sign and doesn't really give a hoot for anything. Sagittarius is really just after experience. It's all about enjoying, but it's enjoying it as in searching, looking for the truth. There's a pleasurable thing about Sagittarius, but this is about the joy of freedom. And it's about the joy of having no boundaries. So it's always about broadening the horizons, looking beyond, adventure, leaping off things. First on the karaoke. Sagittarius also has a serious side because it is about law courts and the laws that men make in general. And I think that's because you have to have a certain amount of confidence and trust in yourself and believe in yourself if you're going to decide to make laws that everybody else is going to have to follow. You kind of have to see yourself as a kingship thing or a politician. So it figures. Right. Okay. Now, I just want to talk about Venus here because I spoke about Taurus there, and I was talking about the physicality of Taurus. Venus is an Earth planet. So Venus too has a strong physicality. I'll just stop sharing for a moment. Venus works on the material plane, the same. And it's all about a physical desire and a physical pleasure. Um, if I was going to look for words to describe Venus when Venus is really excelling itself, it would be something like lavish and indulgent. So this is an energy which sees something and goes, or smells something and goes, wow, and desires it, wants it. It's avaricious. It wants to take things, particularly material things. So Venus represents money, for instance, but it's not just money. It's about things that have value, rich and opulent things. Now, this is a bit different, of course, to the goddess of love that you will find on the internet. If you have a quick look, you'll see Venus, goddess of love. That was a distortion, really. By the time it got to the Romans, that was a bit of a distortion and not strictly accurate. Um, Love, I think, belongs to the water element, and it's water that has the emotions of love. When it comes to Venus, and for that matter, Taurus, it's more about the sensuality of it, the taste, the smell, the feel. It's more what you can put your hands on, what you can feel with your fingers, what you can smell, what you can hear, what you can taste. So, love, it's more like desire. And so you could get a sort of a great desire, a great building up of desire for whatever material thing is that you want. So a great love of money, for instance. So, having shattered all your illusions about what Venus is probably all about, I'll go back to the share now and try to keep within the bounds of uh, textbook astrology. Right. Yes. So the leap from Scorpio to Sagittarius, look at that. Yeah. So if you think about this, so we're in deep water and then suddenly we're flying higher than an eagle. We're carefree. So Venus doing that is going from a desire for a deep, exotic, um, hedonistic exchange of love, because here we do have interpersonal love in the Scorpio in Scorpio's realm. So Venus there is looking for a an exchange which goes deep, runs deep, a deep um, bond that can be forged, and an emotional trust, a deep suspicion, but it is all about the extraordinary passion for the emotional content of love. Okay. Now, because Scorpio is opposite Taurus, Venus kind of understands Scorpio. Don't forget the axes of the opposite zodiac signs are always the seed of one is in the other. They're a journey from one to the other. Okay, now, so Venus moving from that exotic, scorpionic, emotional feeling into Sagittarius, which honestly I wouldn't have said could be put in the same bag as feelings. It's just more about the thrill of getting in a hot air balloon and going up into the sky and looking over the land. It's more about getting on a train that crosses Europe. It's more about a spiritual questing. Okay, so Venus now is taking us into that place, into the questing place, into the I don't give a damn place, into the, well, it's exciting, let's just do it place. Now, funnily enough, when the sun gets to 0 degrees of Sagittarius, it's full on winter. And so and I always say that when the sun is in Sagittarius, which is before we get to the Christmas period, it's going from the middle 20 degrees, the middle 20, 20, 22, 23, something like that, 22nd, 23rd of November through to the 21st of December. And I always say that that's why we always go wild, the shopping spree, where we just go and spend all the money we haven't got. So if you think about that wild period before December the 21st, then the office parties, that kind of thing, then you'll kind of have an idea. So Venus is taking us into the place where we lust for that, we want to just be carefree. And that's fine whilst the sun is in a masculine air sign, Libra. In 5 days, the sun moves into Scorpio, and then we'll have a real difference between the sun in the yang energy around us, representing the deep, thoughtful, Scorpio with all its sexual intonation. And then Venus, actually, no, I just want to run around and have a good time. So that there will be quite a sort of a dichotomy there. Right. Okay. Anything else? No, I don't think so. I think, oh yes. There's just the fact that Mars is coming up now to Juno and Eris, who are in opposition. So in the next day or two, we will get that pair crossed by Mars. So Mars honestly just injects testosterone or energy or adrenaline into something. So these two didn't really need much more, but they're getting it. So I didn't really get a great pull out of Juno and Eris during the full moon. I got more of a full moon effect. So I'm wondering if Mars will now set these two off because I wasn't really aware of how I could read that looking over the collective. But anyway, we'll see. Right, I'm going to stop sharing now. Anyway, that was lovely. Thank you for listening. It's great. I must thank my friend Catherine for today. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys on Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm looking forward to talking to you then. And thank you very much. Anyway, okay then. Bye.